So the thing that motivates most people is some sense of a shared goal, of a shared purpose. And so a kind of future-fit organisation puts that at the heart, and profit is incidental. Necessary, but a byproduct, not the real point. So this can be characterised as a kind of like a new normal. We're not going to go back to an old sort of framing of, all this kind of volatility, it's all going to calm down, it's all going to stop, and we're going to get back to how we were. It's not going to happen. So this is the new normal. And so if this is the new normal, how do we need to change? And especially if you look at how the internet has kind of challenged and overcome business models, for instance, from shopping to shipping, everything is changed by the connectivity provided by the internet. And that's enabled different agile competitors to emerge. So much smaller businesses, there's a much lower cost of startup now. You can compete in very different ways from a very small base. And those kind of agile competitors tend to have flexible, distributed and engaged workforces. So that kind of gives them advantage over the kind of the sort of incumbents, which wasn't necessarily the case in the past. And so you could also say that on a kind of in a positive way that the internet has introduced a kind of new ethos. A new ethos based on community, trust, hyperconnectivity. We can look at open source software, we can look at crowdfunding, we can look at new businesses that are being created that create platforms for other things to happen. And so that's a massively positive force as well as a disruptive force. And the kind of the new framing of how we can organise and how we can do business better is to capitalise on the positive stuff that the internet gives us, as well as accommodating some of the less positive. And so we could see that we've seen a revolution in technology. It's become more intelligent, more adaptive, more scalable, and that really we need to demand the same of our organisations. They need to fit with that new world.